Hello, what up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to a new episode of the FIFA 20 Ultimate Team Road to Glory. Today's episode is powered by my sponsor Elgato Gaming. You guys know that I use their products every single day to create my content. We're talking green screen, key lights, multi-mount stream deck, HD 60s Plus, you name it, I've got it, and including the new Wave microphone. And I actually did a video yesterday, guys, a completely separate video all about my new audio setup. I'd love it if you go ahead and take a look. I'll leave a link to it as well as a link to my Elgato profile page down below in the description. Thank you to all of you that check that out. And getting on into the video, thank you to all of you that decide to hit the thumbs up button on today's episode. We're shooting for 2,500 likes on this lovely Super Sunday. Thank you guys. Let's get into the episode, shall we? So, yes, this is going to happen right off the bat. So Saturday morning came around, I knew I needed to play some champs. So I stuck an 800k bid on this Zidane. I haven't seen one at a lower price ever. You know, we saw that one for 800k, I think even by now maybe, on rewards day. Since then, I've not seen one at this price at all. 825 is probably the lowest bid I've actually seen for him as well. So it was a bit risky for me to just put a bid on that and not buy it outright. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to go into a couple of games of champs, play them out, and then we'll see what happens. Because that way, I buy players like buy it now. I don't go for bids because I have to win. If I start a bidding war, I have to win it. So if I'm in a game whilst it finishes, I'll either lose it or I'll win it at the price that I wanted it for. Because I know that if I got in a bidding war with somebody over that Zidane, I would end up just buying it now for 825k. And I didn't really want to do that. I said to myself, really I wanted to pay 799 or less. So 800k is fine. You know, it's a little bit over what I wanted to pay, but I genuinely have never seen him in the 700s. So we'll see in a couple of games whether or not that works out for me. I think you can probably tell by the title and thumbnail of this video that it's gonna. But in this game right now, we're using this Prime Kaká, who, for me, has been incredibly quiet. Genuinely done nothing. So I stopped using Ronaldinho just in case I needed him for the latter stages of the weekend league. But of course, we're probably not going to need that now because we're not going to need the loan scenes as we've got Zizou coming in at some point. And with that being the case, yeah, no more loans. So I'll keep the 4 or 5 games, whatever I've got left on some of these players, and we'll probably need them at some point over the next few weekend leagues. But I'm 1-0 up in this game, and I get gifted a penalty in the 72nd minute. Tough game, and I miss it. And then, like, I feel like Fabinho in real life would have better reactions to tap that rebound in than the defender getting there. I don't know. I just feel like maybe I should be scoring that one. I nearly conceded to Kubo there in the 76th, so he basically counter-attacked me straight after the penalty. I nearly conceded from it, but then Sadio Mane gets it out wide, knocks it across. Oh my god, how have I not scored? Like, how has the second goal not gone in here? So, super tight game to start things off on this Saturday session. Well, we push forward here. Ivan Perisic, who I'd brought on as a sub, knocks it into Ndombele. Out to the other sub, Kubo. And that's actually all 3 of my subs working really nicely to get me to just solidify this victory. It felt good. Like, obviously, we'd won at this point, even at 1-0 anyway. But to get the second goal, just to make yourself calm down a little bit and really finish off the game. Feels good, bro. Feels good. So, yeah, 2-0 victory in a tough old game. GG's to that guy. Hakuna Juan Mata. What a wonderful phrase. I love that. I love that. So, yeah, only 4 games left now on Kaká. So we played a couple with him, and he's genuinely done, like, absolutely nothing. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to stick the doctor in, see if he can prescribe some assists for the club. So we're going to stick in Socrates. And 6 minutes left on Zidane. And this was the crunch time where I decided, you know what, Tom? Go on into another game, and then you won't think about it. And then you'll either come out of this game with 900,000 coins, or you'll have a Zidane, which will make you very happy, either one. So that's exactly what I did. We go into a game. Firmino turns the defender nicely. I've been finding that the finesse shots lately, they just don't seem to have that cutting edge power that I need to get past the goalkeeper, when really they are like a great shot technique that you should be using. It just doesn't seem to work that well. It's much better if you just shoot near post on the outside of your foot, you know, not finessing it, just doing a regular power shot. So Zlatan makes a couple of, like, literally fantastic runs to get away from the defence against this guy. find myself 2-0 up. Like, this was a very odd team to come up against. It's so under the power curve. It's unreal. I missed the shot with Zlatan there, but it falls straight to Mane, and I get the goal. But this was a weird game in the sense that this guy, like, he had a few all-right players, and he was a 60% possession player. Like, genuinely, I think when you see the halftime stats in a minute, I think I had 40% possession. But yeah, I'd managed to score like a whole bunch of goals. Like, I think we're going to get the ball here. This is off of his kickoff, and we're going to counter and we're going to score. Because he wasn't playing like a drop-back technique. He didn't have the fastest defenders. So I was able to cut through and get past that back line, even though he was a possession player. So as you can see there, I'd scored 4 goals from 7 shots, all 7 on target, and I hadn't let him have a single shot, even though he'd had 60% of the possession. Weird, really weird. So second half came around. Like, I could tell that maybe on a different day, if this was like my first game of the day, or I was in a rage rut where, you know, things weren't going my way and I was just like losing full, then I might have actually lost against this guy. I might have not put some of my chances away, and him and his possession would have just wound me down, and I could have eventually come away with a loss. But really, you just got to, you know that my team way outstrengths this guy's team. We could eventually come away with a W, heavy W, 5-1. Love that. But yeah, like, I mean, we even clawed some possession back in the second half. I think I really tried to hold the ball, because I didn't want him to beat me on anything. Like, he beat me on possession in that game, and it annoys me. So then this happens. As you can see, the tweet above, September the 3rd, 2019. I will have Zidane on the FIFA 20 RTG. We've got him, boys. I know it's just the baby version and nothing like crazy special, but this is my favourite player of all time. I love Zidane. I loved him as a footballer. Just such a two-footed, like, you don't know what foot is his strong foot, because he's always scoring goals on either. Super silky, skillful, and just a great player, in my opinion. So him, R9, Ronaldinho, like my favourite players ever. So in order to get a Zidane in my ultimate team, genuinely makes me really very happy. So I think this one is arguably better than the 94. I think people just pay more for the 94 because it looks more like Zizou. It looks, you know, with the hair has started to bald. He just looks like that iconic Zidane. Whereas this one, it's like obviously younger career, still got nearly a full head of hair, a little bit of balding going on, but he you know, you can see him on the ball here, and he looks like proper Zidane, I think, when he's on the ball there. Like, he's got a bit of hair, but it's still balding, so like that makes me happy. Like, I don't particularly like the image on his 91 card. That's not really like the Zidane I remember, because I obviously knew him a little bit later on in his career, but yeah, like, I'm still like absolutely buzzing to get him, and to be using him and Zlatan in this weekend league, it just puts a smile on my face. It really does. It makes me. I want this now. I want to enjoy the game. I know it's difficult to enjoy the game sometimes, but when you get those players that mean a little bit more to you, then you can enjoy it a bit more. I'm telling you. Even if I take a few more losses than normal this weekend on my road to 14 wins, I will have done it knowing that I'm absolutely pummeling people with Zlatan Ibrahimovic, and I've got Zinedine Zidane in my squad. That's just crazy. I love it. So essentially, I think he's a terribly positioned player for me. He can't be a wide cam in a 4-2-2. It's not ideal. So he plays there for the first half. And then at halftime, I bring him to where I really want him to be, which is my ball-playing CDM. So my left CDM, the one that I can tell him to get up the pitch and help the attackers, maybe get an assist or two or something. And as you can see right here, I end up hitting him with a little roulette, knocking it through to Firmino, and he gets his second assist of the game. For those last 2 goals, I managed to get 2 assists with Zizou, which is great. So yeah, that's where I want to play him, and hopefully tomorrow's episode might give you a little bit more of an insight into how we're going to make that happen. But I think it's going to come at the cost of a little bit of chemistry for maybe Zlatan, maybe some of the other players in the team as well. We'll find out, but yeah, I'm pretty excited to get him in the squad, as you can probably tell. So It's just getting him in the right position. I think with Fabinho being as good as he is, CDM defensively, I think that this guy, if I maybe put a shadow on him, which I think I've still got one in my club that's untradeable, if I can put a shadow on him, then I think he'll be great as a ball playing CDM. I might even just literally leave the engine on him so he feels a little bit quicker and a little bit more agile and stuff. That might be fine, even though with that, he doesn't have the greatest defensive midfielder stats in the game, that's for sure. So yeah, we're like 6-1 right now. And then we come up against this guy with a red 99 Ronaldo. I mean, you've got to be on some sort of red list, right? Little old me, no pack luck all year. And then I come up against a guy with a 99 Ronaldo. I'm kidding. Obviously, we've had a few slices of luck throughout this year. And that is with all thanks to you guys. Because I always ask you to hit the thumbs up button for a slice of extra luck. It's you that's doing it. So thank you. But yeah, this one, I think I could just tell from the get-go this one wasn't going to go my way. The way that he dribbled and wiggled with the ball, I couldn't quite get onto it. And I was making rash challenges and stuff. And he stuck it away to make it 2-0. I think I'd got a little bit unlucky and I'd hit the bar with Ibra. But hey, you know, we push on. Zidane into Firmino, into Zlatan. Nearly get it through to Mane right there, but we win the ball back. Firmino doing a great job there. Zizou knocks it back into Firmino. Going to get that one into Zlatan and score on the turn. That's what I find Zlatan to be able to do that a lot of other strikers can't. Is scoring on the turn, which is like a really old sort of FIFA technique, whereas they sort of made it a lot more difficult to do so in the most recent FIFAs. You have to really be facing the goal. Otherwise, I mean, even so, that still goes wide quite a lot of the time. But yeah, Zlatan seems to be a little bit broken in that regard. So I did get a goal back, and I was 2-1 down at half time. If I push forward here and I try and get a little bit lucky, I might actually be able to do this. So when I get through with Kubo here, I had the indicator pop up a couple of times in this match. I don't want to use that as an excuse, but there were just some times where what I pressed and the first touches of some players just wasn't great. It is what it is. I think I lose this game anyway, but we do end up getting inside and scoring a goal with Zlatan. I just feel like I had an opportunity like that a few minutes before that just went weird because of the way the buttons moved and the way my players moved, and it wasn't great. But I feel like maybe I could have been 3-2 up at this point with the other goal that we scored. And then I end up, gifting the ball to him there. He sort of rides a couple of challenges, scores the goal, but unfortunately we get into the box with Zinedine Zidane here, take the shot, not quite powerful enough. Maybe that's the sort of thing that he's not going to be that amazing at because of his lower stats compared to some of these crazy Tots and Summer Heat players. I know that he's under the power curve, really, but it's just nice to have a cool icon in your team that means a lot to you, I think, anyway. So we'll finish the episode off by doing the Shapeshifters Challenge, because it's there. I don't know how long it was there for. Wait, does it say how long it was until it expires? I think it probably will. 2 days or so. I think was it 2 days or 2 hours? I don't know. You'll either have it or you won't. Make sure you do it because you'll get a little mega pack from it and a 2 rare gold players pack. It might be worth it. I put a team in that was a little bit too high rated. I shouldn't have done that in reality, but hey, we've done it anyway, and it is time to see what we can get out of these packs. So 2 rare gold players packs. Sometimes these are like outstanding, and sometimes they're just pretty poor. Unfortunately, today was one of the times where it was pretty poor, and we get a 78 rated Mikel San Jose. But hey, yeah, it's fine. And we get a blue Tammy Abraham. You might need, you never know when you might need a little blue card when they put out some sort of UCL challenge or something. And then we are going to get something from this right here. We're going to get a Team of the Week walkout, so that's good. It's going to make us some money. We see Swiss striker from München Flapjack, which is München Gladbach, of course. Embolo, 84 rated Embolo. I mean, I don't think he really sells for anything. Actually, I'm going to discard him from this pack. So that's going to make us a guaranteed like 10,248 coins. And the rest of the stuff in the pack, like if it's just the NAF stuff at the end, I'll get rid of that. And then the other players and items can just go chill in the club. So yes, that is that. I then went to have a little look to see what else I had in my club that I could maybe sell. Not really that much. And I also am going to be checking Zizou's price all the time, just to see whether or not I've done the right thing or not. And see, I'll probably start seeing him at 600k or so soon. Because I've bought a player here on a Saturday. Never a wise move, is it? But hey, I think it might be a little bit different with baby icons when people aren't packing them left, right, and centre. But I'll probably end up losing loads of money on him. Maybe I won't even ever sell him. Who knows? But yeah, so 2 assists in the first game that we played. He didn't get one in the second game. But a nice start from him so far. I actually think he feels pretty good on the ball. And I want him in the team, so that's why he's there. And then Zlatan's got 20 goals in 8 games. Broken. He's got 40-something balance, but it doesn't matter. He's in a league of his own. I've never had a player be so dominant in my team. I know Neymar's been great for us all year, but like he's never had 20 goals in the first 8 games. Normally, my best players get like 20 goals apiece over the entire weekend league. We are about like not even halfway through. We're 6-2 right now. I've still got like a couple of days worth of recording to do. I still need to play and get up to 14 wins and stuff. So yeah, we're a way away from finishing, and he's already got like 20. Where's he going to finish? Like, how many goals is he going to get this weekend? That's nuts. So yeah, guys, that is going to wrap things up for the episode for today. I hope you enjoyed. You know, hopefully it comes out the emotion of getting the player that you really love in your squad. I hope that comes across, because that's really what I just wanted to do today. Might look at doing a pretty expensive French SBC tomorrow. Don't know who that could be. There's a few out right now that there could potentially be. So we'll see who and what will come into our squad tomorrow. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching. Hit me with a thumbs up if you did enjoy. 2,500 likes would literally make my day. Subscribe if you're new around here. I thank you for that. And of course, my social media links, Twitter and Instagram, are down below in the description. If you want to come follow me and watch my stories and stuff, that would be brilliant as well. Take it easy. Stay safe, stay healthy. If you are out venturing on the world now that you can actually do so a little bit more, just be like cautious and sensible and stuff. That's all I'll say. Take it easy, have fun, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Peace.